Have you ever felt the sting of being unwanted, ignored, overlooked, replaced? You put your heart into something or someone, and in return, you get silence. That sinking feeling, the tightness in your chest, the whisper in your mind that says, "You're not enough." That's the lie rejection tells you. But here's the truth. Rejection isn't your enemy, it's your instructor. And when seen through the Stoic lens, it becomes not a wound, but a weapon. Today, we're walking 12 Stoic paths to transform rejection into fuel, to turn every no you face into the fire that forges your strength. If you value strength over sympathy, truth over comfort, and wisdom that actually changes the way you see life, subscribe now, not later, now. By supporting this channel, you're not just helping us, you're helping yourself and others grow stronger. Path 1, the reframe. You check your phone again, still nothing. That message you sent 2 days ago, left on read. Your chest tightens, your thoughts race. What did I do wrong? Am I not good enough? That's rejection's favorite illusion. It makes you believe someone's silence defines your worth. But the Stoics saw rejection differently. Epictetus said, "What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about things." When someone walks away, ignores you, or overlooks you, they're not judging your value, they're revealing their priorities. And priorities aren't personal. Rejection is a filter. It removes what doesn't align with you, but only if you stop chasing what left. The next time life says no, don't take it as proof you've failed. Take it as direction. That no is pointing you toward the yes that actually matters. Path 2, the pause before reaction. Rejection hits hard because we react fast. You get turned down, and your mind rushes to rebuild the story. They never cared. I should have seen it coming. I'll show them. Emotion floods in, and logic quietly leaves the room. Seneca warned, "He who is brave is free." And bravery here means holding your reaction hostage, just long enough to understand it. Pause before the spiral begins. Breathe. Notice your heartbeat. Let your body settle before your words do. That pause isn't weakness, it's strength disguised as silence, because in that pause, something shifts. You stop reacting to rejection like a wound and start responding to it like a teacher. The Stoics practiced this every day, a moment of delay between stimulus and response. Modern neuroscience calls it emotional regulation. Different language, same liberation. So when someone slams a door in your face, don't slam back. Step back. Let your silence be the proof that you've evolved. Path 3, the mirror of self-worth. Every rejection reflects something, but not always what you think. It's easy to believe rejection reveals your flaws, but more often it exposes your dependence. You feel crushed when someone leaves, because somewhere along the way you handed them the keys to your confidence. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Withdraw yourself from the need to be chosen. Pull your worth back from the hands of people who never valued it." In a world obsessed with validation, followers, likes, attention, rejection becomes your greatest teacher. It forces you to build from within. That's the gift. When you learn to stand firm without applause, when you can lose something and not lose yourself, that's not heartbreak, that's freedom. Path 4, the discipline of detachment. You text, you wait, you check again, and every second that passes without a reply feels heavier than the last. You start filling in the silence with stories. They lost interest. They're ignoring me. Maybe I said something wrong. But that silence isn't rejection. It's space. Space you can either fill with anxiety or protect with detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop collapsing. The Stoics practiced what they called apatheia, not apathy, but mastery, the ability to feel emotion without being ruled by it. When life withholds something, attention, love, validation, your peace isn't supposed to crumble with it. Epictetus reminded his students, when something happens, the only thing in your power is your attitude toward it. Detachment is the highest form of control, because it frees you from chasing what isn't yours to keep. So the next time silence comes knocking, don't beg it to speak. Let it echo. Let it teach you how strong your boundaries are when no one else is there to reinforce them. Path 5. The Redirection. Every rejection feels like a door closing, but it's never the last one. The problem is, we stand there too long, staring at what's shut, begging it to open again. The Stoics didn't waste time at locked doors. They moved on with purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Rejection doesn't block your path. It builds it. That job you didn't get. It's teaching you where your strengths still hide. That person who left, they've made space for the version of you that doesn't settle. You think rejection pushes you backward, but in truth it redirects you toward alignment. The Stoics called it amor fati, love of fate. To not just accept what happens, but to embrace it as necessary. So when life denies you something, don't fight the direction, follow it. Because one day you'll look back and realize every no it was just the universe whispering, not here, not yet, not them. Path 6. The Rebellion against approval. We live in a world starving for validation. One post, one comment, one reply, and suddenly our sense of self is hanging by the thread of someone else's attention. Rejection hurts most. When approval is your addiction, the Stoics warned about this trap centuries ago. They called it the disease of dependence. When your peace depends on how others perceive you. Epictetus said, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In modern language, stop chasing applause. Stop editing your worth to fit other people's comfort. Rebellion today isn't shouting louder. It's standing calm while everyone else performs for validation. When you stop trying to prove yourself to those who left you, you become untouchable. When you stop bending for those who don't see you, you start attracting those who finally will. So reject the approval culture. Turn your back on performative peace. Because when you no longer need permission to exist, rejection loses its audience, and you reclaim the stage. Path 7. The Stillness after the storm. You've been rejected before, but it's not the rejection that breaks you, it's the noise that follows. You replay what happened. You analyze every word, every tone, every silence. Your mind becomes a courtroom, and you're both the accused and the judge. This is how rejection traps you. Not in what happened, but in your need to make sense of it. The Stoics saw this endless analysis as a kind of suffering. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Stillness breaks that cycle. When the storm inside you rises, don't fight the thunder. Stop trying to understand it. Breathe, observe. Let the thoughts pass like clouds. Stillness isn't about answers. It's about perspective. It's in that quiet that you realize you were never destroyed by rejection. You were just drowning in your own thoughts about it. Path 8. The Energy Shift. After rejection, energy doesn't disappear, it redirects. You can either spend it replaying old conversations or investing it into new creation. Most people feed their pain, talk about it, post about it, live inside it. But the Stoic turns that same energy into momentum. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action." It's not what blocks you that matters, it's what you do next. So move, build, train, create. Every drop of energy that rejection leaves behind is potential waiting for direction. You don't rise by forgetting rejection. You rise by outgrowing it, by becoming so focused on what you're building that the past no longer fits the frame of your life. Path 9. The fortress of focus. Picture your mind as a fortress. Every insult, every silence, every "you're not enough" is an enemy trying to breach your walls. The average person lets them in. The Stoic guards the gate. How? By deciding what enters. You can't stop negativity from knocking, but you can refuse its entry. That's what focus is, a discipline of attention. Modern life trains you to react. Stoicism trains you to choose. Build your fortress with routines that strengthen you: reading, training, journaling, solitude. These are not escapes, they're reinforcements. Marcus wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Protect that retreat, because once you do, no rejection can touch what's built inside. Path 10. The shadow lesson. Rejection isn't always injustice. Sometimes it's reflection. It shows you where you still depend on being liked, where your wounds still whisper, "Please see me." Carl Jung said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Rejection works the same way. When it hurts too deeply, it's pointing to a part of you still seeking permission to exist. The Stoic doesn't run from the shadow, they study it, until the fear becomes understanding and the wound becomes wisdom. Ask yourself, what part of me wanted this so badly? And you'll find your freedom in the answer. Rejection doesn't always mean something was taken from you. Sometimes it means something inside you was ready to be seen. Path 11. The silent victory. The urge to prove people wrong is powerful, but real power is proving nothing at all. Rejection invites performance. You want to post your success, show your progress, make them regret ever doubting you. But the Stoics knew revenge is noise and peace is proof. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Let your actions speak in quiet confidence. Let time be your advocate." Because while others crave attention, you're building substance. That's the silent victory. When your progress is too deep to need an audience, you don't shine to be seen. You shine because you've become light itself. Path 12. The Stoic Gratitude. Gratitude feels impossible after rejection, but it's the final step toward freedom. It doesn't mean you thank the person who hurt you. It means you thank life for showing you where you were still unfinished. Every no carved character. Every silence sharpened your self-reliance. Every closed door taught you patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." Gratitude transforms pain into preparation. It's how you turn endings into beginnings. It's how rejection stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like evolution. Because gratitude is perspective, the ability to look back and realize what felt like destruction was simply redirection disguised as grace. Closing reflection. Rejection is not an ending, it's initiation. It strips away illusions, the need for validation, the hunger for approval, the addiction to being chosen. What's left is truth, you, untouched, unbroken, and if you choose it, unbothered. Every no you've ever heard was a lesson in disguise, teaching you to stand, to wait, to grow. You don't overcome rejection by fighting it. You transcend it by learning from it. If any of this spoke to you, if it hit home, even just a little, please click that like button. Share it with someone who's fighting their own storm. Because when you share something that moves you, you remind yourself of what matters. Leave your reflection below saying, "I am strong." To help us grow, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your will to grow. Until we meet again, stay grounded, stay strong, and stay true. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius,